what type of adversity you face, just know that you can and will overcome it. And don't let anybody tell you that you are limited by your age, because again, I grew up in a world where we didn't even have the internet. And the idea of me creating an app, well, I'm just not the one to do it. But you are. And we need to listen to you.
Hello guys, and welcome back to Inside the Daily Gist. How are you guys doing today? January 2nd, 2024. Yes, my friends, on this channel we talk about things going on the internet, things going on in the news or around the world. We bring it down here if we are interested in it, and we talk about it. If it's something you might be interested as well, please do not forget to join the growing community by subscribing at the end of this video. Yes, my friends, that was Jasmine Crockett. Y'all know when Jasmine Crockett talk or speak, we love to bring her on this channel to talk about her, right? She was, giving a powerful speech to these young and our future leaders. You know what I mean? She was giving a powerful speech because I think they were having like apps challenge or something like that. We have some smart kids, right? And she amongst many leaders that they're trying to like gather them up and encourage them. You know what? Let's go listen to how she speak to them respectfully, and we are gonna chit chat on the other side. Jasmine Crockett, girl.
Good afternoon. We're gonna try this again. Everybody take a deep breath. Good afternoon. That was a little better, but goodness, I can't believe this is a room full of winners sounding like this. One more time. Good afternoon. Yes, give me some life. All right, so you've already heard from the really smart member, which was Ted Lieu. So I will not have a speech that is similar to his because he's a lot smarter than I am, especially when it comes to the technicalities. But I am Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. I proudly represent Texas 30th Congressional District, which the vast majority of my district is in Dallas, Texas. But I'm excited to be here today, and I wish y'all were half as excited as I am. I'm excited just looking out at the amazing talent that we have in this country. I'm excited that you decided to take this challenge on. I'm excited that you not only took it on, but you won, and I'm excited for your future, because what you're going to do in the future is going to take care of me, because I'm a little older than you. Now, with that being said, let me tell you why I love young people. Number one, I think you guys are incredibly smart. I probably could never figure out half of these apps that you've put together. I don't even know if I'll be able to use half the apps that you've put together. And guess what? I am considered young to be in Congress. So you can only guess what the Senate and the rest of the House is going through trying to figure out y'all's apps. But nevertheless, we are moving into a day and age of technology. You heard from my colleague Ted Lieu as he talked about AI. And I did an interview yesterday. And when I did that interview, one of the things that was brought up was, while I'm sure you guys did amazing apps and they're great and they're positive, one of the things that was brought up to me was about the upcoming elections and if I had fears about interference with our elections, so to speak. Raise your hand if you've heard anything about potential interference in elections as it relates to technology. Okay. All right, so here's the deal. In my opinion, Congress is a little behind, probably because we're a little older. And I told that interviewer, I said, I am concerned and I'm most frustrated that we talked about this in 2016 and here we are 8 years later and we're still talking about it and we don't have any fixes. But guess who has the fixes? I'm gonna give y'all one chance to guess. Guess who has the fixes for us? Yes, good job. Y'all are awake. Amazing. That's right. And I really believe that. I'm not just saying that, I really believe that. And so as I'm talking to this interviewer, I told her, I said, what is wild to me is that there will be a generation soon enough that won't know a world without the internet. Now, I see some of you have your parents here. Parents, give yourselves a hand clap. Yes. parents, y'all remember what it was like before the internet, don't you? Yes. Your children don't. Right? Y'all don't know a world without the internet. Y'all don't know a world without social media or apps. There was a time when we were living with a horse and buggy. Okay, so see, this is not working. I was not telling the truth about that part. We are not that old. but essentially, it is a similar kind of thing. We lived at a time in which the computer was a big deal because we were moving from typewriters. I'm sure some of y'all have never even seen a typewriter. We're moving from typewriters to computers, and that way we could correct errors when we were typing without having to use the whiteout. And we thought we were really doing something. And then the next thing you know, we started to have all of these advances. And one day there was this thing called the internet. And one day there was this thing called AOL. I know y'all ain't never heard of AOL, but it was way before Meta, which before Meta was just Facebook. But nevertheless, we have seen so much so fast, and it's only going to move even faster because of y'all and because of what you can do. And so the only question or the only request that I have is that you use your superpowers for good. The reason that this challenge matters is because, number one, we want to make sure that we are showing off the amazing young people in our country. But also because ultimately this will be a matter of national security. And I say ultimately, but currently we are dealing with issues of national security around technology. In addition to privacy, I know y'all probably don't care about your social security number just yet because you're probably not using it. You're still, banking on your parents to use theirs. But we've had a few banks that have had issues because hackers have hacked in and done things like stolen social security numbers and used those social security numbers and messed up our credit and things like that. But those are the bad guys. I got the good guys here. I got my Supermans and my Supergirls. Actually, we call her Wonder Woman. But I have y'all right here in this room. And so when you leave here, whenever you're leaving, whether it's over the weekend or whether it's tomorrow or today, the one thing that I want you to know is that there are members like me that are really believing and trusting that you are going to be our superheroes, not just of the future, but you are the superheroes of the present. I want you to embrace it and love it and recognize your power. And I want y'all to flex that power a little bit. So with that, I have another ask. We take interns. I need y'all to apply for congressional internships, all kinds of stuff, because there are no limits to what you can do, and there are no limits to how helpful you can be to this country. So I know some of you signed up for this and you thought, well, this is a great opportunity to just show that I can create a really cool app and maybe get a cool trip to DC. But I want you to know that it's so much bigger than that for us. We see nothing but greatness in you. And when you leave here and go back to school, I want you to tell them the Congresswoman told me I was great and that I'm a superhero, because I mean that. With that, because I don't want to take up too much of y'all time because y'all were already asleep when I got up here. But I do want y'all to also know that I have my own superheroes and winners in my district. Arav and Jay, if you guys will stand. Yes, I'm going to embarrass y'all. See? Yep. They're amazing. Thank you. I also love to brag, so I'm so excited that they submitted and I could have winners in my district. They did an amazing app called Our Garden. Let me tell you, keep striving, and no matter what type of adversity you face, just know that you can and will overcome it. And don't let anybody tell you that you are limited by your age, because again, I grew up in a world where we didn't even have the internet. And the idea of me creating an app, well, I'm just not the one to do it. But you are. And we need to listen to you. We heard Ted Lieu talk about everything that's going on with AI, and AI is an amazing tool. But we also have to make sure that we are protected from those that want to do the bad things. And again, who are y'all to me? There we go. All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
Yes, guys, there you have it. That was Jasmine Crockett speaking to power. When I say speaking to power, those kids, the future generation, you know what I mean? Y'all heard the way she laid them down, that the future is coming. You know what I mean? As she said, there was a time that we were using the typewriter, and now there was a time that we had AOL. You know what I mean? But these kids, this future generation, they are making everything better, and we believe that they are going to make everything super better. But they need a good leader, and I think that's why Jasmine Crockett, and many other great leaders like that want to make sure they are available for them to talk to them, to encourage them. Yeah, I heard how she said it, that they can apply, invite them to apply to internship and all of that. This is kind of powerful. This is powerful. Powerful in the sense that kids have to know that the lawmakers, they are listening to them, that the lawmakers are giving them opportunity to learn from them. Good things for sure, you know what I mean? To learn from them, so for them to be empowered, for them to be enlightened, and for them to make the correction where it's needed for the future to be better. How do you guys see it? Let's continue to chit chat down there in the comment section. As usual, please let's respect ourselves while we comment. Thank you guys for your support. And if you haven't joined the green community, please do not forget to do so. We bring things like this up here just for us to enlighten ourselves, for us to be encouraged, and for us to make a better living. Thank you. Bye for now.